Imagine you've lived a long life. You're in your mid-80s, surrounded by family and friends. You're on your deathbed. You have maybe a few days left to live. But you're still conscious. You're still aware. And what is that one? What is that one? What's that one regret? Is it that you did not live your dreams? That's actually the number one regret according to hospice workers. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to manifest your dreams, how to live your dreams, particularly if you are in your mid-50s or beyond, because you still have plenty of life left to live. You don't want, friends, you don't want to be on that deathbed not having lived your dreams. I'm going to teach you how to stop procrastinating, because that's what we all do. We procrastinate because we don't practice self-love. I am Casey Ann Reynolds. I am a behavior change specialist, health coach, certified personal trainer in the Nashville area, retired school teacher. I make YouTube videos how to maximize your health, wealth, and happiness. If you're interested, please subscribe, like, and notify. I am living my dream life. I'm living my dream life. My YouTube channel is growing exponentially. It's almost monetized, so thank you. I love you, friends. I have an amazing job. I went from being a burnt out white collar employee in the teaching profession to a blue collar employee making $30,000 more per year and working about 50% less. Oh, love it. City in America to retire, Nashville, Tennessee. I'm gonna make upcoming videos about that, and also have a beautiful home, have doubled my retirement savings in 5 years, and I'm single as a Pringle, and that's what makes me happy. So I have this beautiful, amazing life, but you know, it was not always that way. It was actually a very dark and depressing life. It was a dark and depressing life 8 years ago when I turned 50. I will be 59. I'm currently 58 right now. But when I turned 50, I was divorced, discarded by my ex-husband, who was a doctor, trying to raise 3 teenage boys all by myself with no help, abandoned by friends, by family, even the church kicked us out. I had been a traditional wife in a fundamentalist Christian church. You can watch that video. And I had been doing all the right things. I guess I didn't play piano. Out of the tribe. Had to survive as a lone wolf. Those who travel fastest travel alone. I had to survive as that lone wolf outside of the tribe with no help or support from anybody. So, fresh start, moved to Nashville. The boyfriend broke up with me on the day I signed the lease. I happened to just work at the most violent school in Nashville and didn't even know it. When I walked into my classroom and there was a chair covered in blood, I kind of figured out, honey, you're not in Kansas anymore. No, you are not in Kansas anymore. And there's a chair covered with blood to prove it. One, you need to have the desire. So it's super important to have that desire. So you have to ask yourself, is this a realistic goal? So when I started to change my life back when I turned 50, because things were so bad, if there was a bridge, oh, there was a bridge, I might have jumped off it. It was that bad. It really and truly was. And I had to have that huge desire to change because life was so bad. But here, if you're just like having a normal everyday existence, but you just don't want to lay on your deathbed not having lived your dreams. So you want to make sure that your dream is realistic. Okay, so I had a crazy dream of running a half marathon, but that was a good thing because at one time I actually ran 9 miles and almost died. And I was like, no, this is not for me. And believe it or not, I went to the cardiologist recently and he said, your heart is 30 years old. I was like, yay, I didn't have to be a runner to get there. Thank goodness. So running was not going to be my dream. So you have to have that desire, but also that willingness to pivot. I started off with a food blog on keto. Then keto went by the wayside. So I changed to YouTube and I started off in keto and then I maneuvered and pivoted. Be willing to change. But overall, that desire, that burning desire, you've got to want it so bad. In that desire, honey, we all need money. Show me the money. Yeah, our generation, Gen X, is gotten screwed over by the boomers. They took all our good jobs. Millennials, they just are basically pushing out of any last jobs that are remaining. So you have to put yourself first. And if you are a woman or just in a profession like I was, where you are serving others, you're always taught, one might say brainwashed, that you always have to put other people first. But in this case, you're gonna lay on that deathbed and no one's gonna care how many IEPs you wrote or how many councils you served. Those people are not gonna be at your funeral. They're not. I'm sorry to break the news to you. No, they're not going to be. But the dreams that you wanted to launch, if they die with you on your deathbed. So put yourself number one, practice that self-love. Practice that self-love. And it requires discipline. Like I am in my little jammies with my hot tea. I start all my dreams. For me, I'm studying my health coaching and I also do my studying for my YouTube videos in the morning. Now, if you work super early in the morning, of course, just do it the first thing you come home from work. 7 days a week. Why? Because like today, I had to have a bone density scanning. It happens once every 5 years. I don't know, it just happened today. Things will happen, life will happen. So this week's gonna be 5 days. That's why you have to plan for 7. I'd have that planner. I bought a nice little planner on Amazon. So I have the things in marker. The things in marker I can't change, like my work schedule or a doctor's appointment or a vet appointment and such. Car, when you have 2 old cars, and it's always something. And then I have penciled, and try to stay on the penciled. And I know I have a schedule. I have a planner or baby steps. So you're gonna take that big goal. Like say for me, it was starting a YouTube channel. And I know I love you friends. Love the friends that got monetized in 6 weeks. But in a lot of ways, I'm not sure, did you really develop all the skills you need to have to get monetized so quickly? I don't know what's better or worse. We'll find out. But anyhow, it's just like you have to break it into smaller steps. So like right now in the morning, I'm studying. I feel like I know how to do all the film editing, but every once in a while, there'll be a YouTube update that I need to research. I have to because I am so close to getting monetized. I now have to set up an LLC and I need to get liability insurance. So that's just like a baby step that happens further along the YouTube journey. You don't do that right at first. That's not necessary. I would even set up with the wrong name. So that's not something you'd want to do in the beginning. Think of it as a moving truck. We put the appliances, the big furniture in, and the boxes on top of the furniture. Strategic. Be strategic. We don't have lots of time. Consistency, right? Even on YouTube, my YouTube did not start to explode until I was consistent because I decided that I was going to be going in 100%, right? Before that, I had other dreams, other careers. I was working as a teacher. It was too toxic. I was too trained. So now I'm in 100% and look, it's exploded, right? So being consistent. So we know we've got to have that desire. We know discipline is key, but then determination. You're determined to succeed. And what do we got to do? you have to tell other people no. So like, that means like, okay, you're grown kids, maybe you don't have to babysit the grandkids. Maybe they can get dropped off at a neighbor's house or something like that. Maybe you don't have to go water the neighbor's lawns, watch other people's pets. It is your life. My life, since the time I've been 6 years old, I've been doing for others. So at the age of 58, going on 59, if I'm like, boom, I am so sorry, I can't do for others. I can't pick up that shift at work. I can't water your yard. I can't walk your dog. Boom. Number one is my dreams. It's my determination. I'm determined to make my dreams happen. And the last thing in determination is to keep going. When you're going through hell, just keep going. Just keep going. It's not gonna be perfect and rosy every day. Okay, you're on YouTube, you release a video and you're like, oh, that did not do well. Then you watch another video and it tells you some little tweaks to do, and then you release another video and it does a lot better, right? Just keep going. Just keep going and learning and loving life and loving every minute that you're getting to live your dream. That the man should fear, but he should fear never having begun to live. Marcus Aurelius. You need to live, friends. It is time to live. It is time to live and fulfill your dreams. Anything more, any of my days. It was an amazing life, and I loved every single minute of it. And friends, I am wishing you peace, love, and joy.